Now on Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, at least 5 people are hurt after a shooting on New Orleans east side on Wednesday night. And an active rescue underway after a car struck a vacant building that partially collapsed in Baltimore. And in Victoria, authorities actively searching for a suspect in a bailout overnight. We have that and more ahead.
So we dried off, we cooled down, we're going to warm up, and we're going to cool down again. We're going to talk all about that coming up.
Sunrise.
Excuse me. You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 9th day of February 2023. The time is now 6:31 on your Thursday morning. And today, on this day, let's take a look. On this day in 1942, Carole King, an American singer and songwriter, was born. Let's go ahead and turn to First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Howie Gordon. Howie, are you a big Carole King fan?
Carole King?
Carole King.
Who's Carole King? Sorry.
She's a singer. Let's see. She sang, I'll look up, you tell us the weather and I'll give you a song.
Sorry, it's not.
Will You Love Me Tomorrow?
Oh, okay, yeah, I like her stuff, absolutely, yeah.
She wrote that.
Some of the people I don't know, but I know their music and very good stuff. Sun's starting to come up here in Cuero, and we're going to see some sunshine. Compared to the last few days, we had clouds obscuring our view with rain showers. We saw some rain, but without that cloud cover up there, we're on the tad bit on the chilly side. Some of that heat escaped into the atmosphere, then we get that flow of air out of the north that is dropping our temperatures on. So here's a look. Last few nights and mornings, 68, 71. Now, look at that, in the 40s on the coast, a little better, closer to that 50, 52 degrees mark. But yeah, a chilly start. Temperatures slightly below average for the most part, but it's more of the shock to the system, whereas, okay, here we are close to 70, now we're closer to 50 or even 40 degrees, in some spots dropping down into the 30s, so that's a little bit of a chilly start for most of us. Now that moisture from the rain got trapped in the lower levels by high pressure pushing down on the atmosphere, and now we're looking at visibility in some parts getting taken down to just a couple miles or less. Other areas, visibility completely normal or fine at 8 miles, 9 miles, or 10 miles. Okay. Here's what we're doing, going to school, going to work, probably a light jacket. I'm just recommending you do what you want to do. 43 degrees, lack of wind or light winds, but clear skies. But hey, you know what? It's a little bit of a chilly start. Then later on today, whatever jacket you're wearing, I don't think you're going to need it anymore. Heading home, we're looking at a temperature of 70, winds on the lighter side with lots of sunshine. That should feel very, very nice. But we are going to see another cool down. We'll talk more about it coming up. Carolina?
Thank you, Howie. At least 5 people were hurt during a shooting on New Orleans east side on Wednesday night. The shooting happened around 6 p.m. at the intersection of Bullard Avenue and Chef Minter Highway. Police say 2 people were shot and killed, a man and a woman. A third woman was shot in the leg. Authorities say they later learned of a report of 2 children who were shot on Chef Minter Highway in the same shooting incident. A 3-year-old and an 8-year-old were taken to an area hospital. So far, no arrests have been made. At least 1 person is dead and several others are hurt after a car struck a vacant building Wednesday night, causing part of it to collapse. Officers were called to the scene shortly before 9 p.m. Police arrived to the vacant building to see that part of it had collapsed and a pedestrian was hurt in the collapse. Crews could be seen combing through the pile of debris as residents stood by watching. At least 2 cars were pulled from the debris. No further information is released at this time. A traffic stop turned into a foot chase with several law enforcement agencies overnight. Victoria police say they attempted to stop a vehicle for an equipment violation in the 1100 block of Mockingbird, but the driver took off. The suspect took authorities on a pursuit before bailing out near Taylor and Garrett Street. At last check, the suspect was still at large. Authorities believe the individual ran northwest toward Resurrection Catholic Cemetery. Authorities found contraband inside of the vehicle during a search. Please be aware of the presence of law enforcement in the area as they continue to search for the suspect. We now turn to that quadruple fatal plane crash that happened January 17th in Yoakum. The NTBS has released its preliminary report. The crash happened around 10:39 a.m. as it was en route to Yoakum Airport. The report says about 1 mile south of the approach to the end of the runway, the plane turned east and descended into a field on private property. Both wings were found separated from the main body of the aircraft due to the impact. Luckily, there was no impact. There was no post-impact fire. The sole survivor, Keenan Vaughn, was able to call for help with his cell phone. Harvest Church posted on its Facebook that Vaughn, the lead pastor, is now home in Germantown near Memphis. In Matagorda County, a status hearing is set for the man accused in the 2021 murder of Amanda Johnson. Fernando Acosta Jr., now formally charged in Johnson's death. The 38-year-old single mother was found in a burned vehicle on April 17th in 2021. An affidavit says there is surveillance video of Acosta leaving his home around midnight on April 17th and returning around 5 a.m. The cell phone records place Acosta at the crime scene around 2 a.m. that morning. Investigators gathered shoe prints at the crime scene. Acosta is currently out on bond. He was released from jail mid last year. The 29-year-old defendant is also formally charged with abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence related to the body. The next court date is set for March 9th. An attorney for Acosta says both sides are still reviewing and investigating the case and all evidence. The Texas man who carried out a mass shooting at a Walmart in El Paso in 2019 pled guilty Wednesday. 24-year-old Patrick Wood Cruces opened fire inside a Walmart back in August of 2019, killing 23 people and hurting 22 others. Cruces pled guilty in a U.S. District Court to a 90-count indictment, including 45 counts of violating the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act, as well as 45 counts of using a firearm during and in retaliation to crimes of violence. Cruces admitted to targeting perceived Hispanic immigrants and agreed to accept 90 consecutive life sentences, one for each count in the indictment. Here are some of the top headlines you can read in the Crow Record this week. A salute to honor the late World War II veteran Leonard Roy Harmon was held. Crow linebacker Sean Burks receives a scholarship and awards for his 527 tackles throughout his time with the Gobblers. Plus, Crow softball player Carmen DeLeon signs to play with the Galveston Whitecaps. You can read these stories and more at DeWittCountyToday.com. All right, get your cell phone and scan this QR code. It's our quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, vote in our viewer poll, get the latest news, weather, and sports, and learn all about our ongoing contest right there on the app. Submit those news tips and photos. The time is now 6:38 on your Thursday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. The Old Landmark Committee plans to honor a Victoria woman who devoted her life to the community.
President Biden responds to Republican heckling during the State of the Union address. I'm ABC's Faith Abube in Washington. The latest coming up.
All right, our clouds have left us. We cooled down, but we're going to warm up nicely before another cool down. We're going to talk about it coming up in just a little bit.
Tired of your typical clock in, clock out job? You need a rewarding career in an entertaining environment that you'll enjoy. Take yourself out of the box and come to the Victoria Television Group. We have an active, fun, creative atmosphere that can help you succeed and keep those everyday work blues away. Come join our energetic and outgoing sales team. Renew your career and learn to use skills you didn't know you had. Call us 361-575-2500 or email opportunity@victoriatelevision.com for more information.
I'm Charles Fisher of Fisher's Auto Sales. When you make a big purchase, doing your homework is very important. Invest some time finding the right vehicle at the right dealership. You want a dealership that takes pride in the vehicles they sell and offers quality, not quantity, for their customers' hard-earned money. It's a good idea to buy from someone that offers service after the sale and takes care of their customers, like Fisher's Auto Sales. Our family has been taking care of Crossroads families for 20 years now, and we plan on being here another 20 years too.
Please tune in Sundays at 11 a.m. on KAVU Channel 25, Sudden Link Channel 4 to view the First Baptist Church weekly service.
Need weather around the clock? When the weather changes in the Crossroads, you need a reliable source. Visit Interactive Radar online for the latest conditions in the Crossroads area. CrossroadsToday.com. Weather at your fingertips.
Okay, here's what we're looking at. We're going to plan your day over in Cuero. Let me just go back to that slide. I was stuck on the other one. Okay, so what we're looking at is a chilly start to the morning. Temps in the 40s after seeing temps getting stuck maybe at 68 in some spots at 71 degrees. But now without that cloud cover, cooler air pushing down, we have a chilly start. But now the sunshine is free to rain sunshine on us, that is, as we warm into the mid-60s by noon and later today into the 70s. Then look at that, winds just 5 miles per hour. That is very, very nice weather in my opinion. And winds really just going away completely, almost calm straight across the broadcast area. So light winds and sunshine, temps in the 70s. That should feel very, very nice on the body. Then for dew points, okay, these got knocked down. We were in the upper 60s. We got knocked down into the 40s and the 50s. Another boundary's headed our way Thursday night into Friday. That will even knock dew points down further as temperatures continue to drop. We'll talk more about that coming up very soon. Carolina?
Thank you, Howie. President Biden's post-State of the Union travels will take him to Florida today, where he's expected to talk about his plans to strengthen Medicare and Social Security. The president got into a contentious back and forth with Republicans on the matter during his State of the Union address on Tuesday after he accused some of them of wanting to gut the programs. Yesterday, in Wisconsin, the president responded to the GOP heckling.
President Biden back on the road after that dramatic State of the Union address. Not shying away from the Republican jeering and boos that dominated his speech.
Many of you have seen we've had a spirited debate last night with my Republican friend. My Republican friends.
The president firing back at the Republicans who accused him of lying after he said some of them are targeting Social Security and Medicare for cuts.
Marjorie Taylor Greene and others stood up and said, liar, liar. Rick Scott from Florida, the guy who ran the U.S. Senate campaign, has a plan. I got his brochure right here.
Senator Rick Scott's proposal would sunset all federal legislation every 5 years unless Congress passes each law again. But Republican leaders insist cuts to Medicare and Social Security are off the table. President Biden seizing the moment Tuesday to get the GOP on the record.
So, folks, as we all apparently agree, Social Security and Medicare is off the books now, right? They're not to be stopped.
The president heading to Florida today to deliver remarks on his plan to, quote, protect and strengthen Social Security and Medicare and lower health care costs. In Wisconsin yesterday, the focus was on his economic policies.
The Biden economic plan is working.
The president vowing to stay the course, touting a record low unemployment rate and inflation that appears to be cooling off. But as he urges Republicans to help him finish the job, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy criticizing Biden's rhetoric.
I thought it was probably one of the most partisan State of the Union speeches I've ever heard.
In the meantime, questions remain about whether President Biden will in fact run for president again in 2024. In a new interview, he says that is his intention, and he dismissed concerns that he would be 86 years old at the end of a second term. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
The Old Landmark Committee plans to honor a Victoria woman who devoted her life to the community. There will also be a celebration of life balloon release to honor Miss Sandra Avery. Miss Avery was the founder of the Old Landmark Committee and devoted her life to the children in the community. She spent her life working in VISD and helping out children in need, providing them with food, as well as anyone who needed a helping hand. Her son Sanders Wilkerson said he loves his mom and her dedication to the children.
Driver was, of course, the food drive that we do in December, where her passion was about the children, making sure the kids had something to eat. That's what I'll never forget her always saying. I just want to make sure they got something to eat during the Christmas holidays. So that was a big thing. Of course, yeah, the African American community. She was a staunch supporter of the all of Black History Month, Juneteenth. Yeah, she was heavily involved in all of those events.
Release will be Saturday, February 18th at 4 p.m. at Memorial Garden Cemetery at 2201 North Main, across from St. Joseph, and it's Bring Your Own Balloon. Just a few days ahead of the release is Miss Sandra Avery Day, and that's because the City Council of the City of Victoria declared February 16th as annual Miss Avery Day, which just goes to show the lasting impact she had on the Victoria community. We miss you dearly, Miss Sandra Avery. The time is now 6:45 on your Thursday morning. Still to come, a popular cleaning product being recalled. Time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to Carissa. Happy birthday, my beautiful wife. Hope you have an awesome day. We love you from me and the kids.
Happy birthday, Olivia. Happy birthday from Mom, Dad, and Lila. Have a wonderful day.
Happy birthday to Josie. Happy birthday, Granny. Love you always, your grands and great-grands.
And happy birthday to Azayla. Happy first birthday, my little blessing. Love Mom, Dad, brother, and sister.
Happy birthday to Carly. Happy 14th birthday, Car. We love you so much, baby girl. Hope you have an amazing day. Love Mom, Dad, Sissy, and Bubba.
And happy birthday, Lily Bree. Happy 17th birthday, love Dad, Mom, Sydney, and Snow. Happy birthday, Lily Bree.
Happy 50th birthday to Joe. Enjoy your day from your family and friends that love you very much. We enjoy making memories with you.
And happy birthday to Michael B. Jordan, the Creed and Black Panther star, is 36 today. Happy birthday, Michael B.
Did a great job on SNL. And the Irishman and Goodfellas star Joe Pesci is 80. Happy birthday. Wasn't he in The Matrix?
Joe, I don't think he was in The Matrix.
Maybe
He's in a lot of movies, though. He's a phenomenal actor. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News on Sunrise, come to crossroads.com, click on more, and submit your birthday.
Happy birthday if today is your birthday. The time is now 6:47 on your Thursday morning. We'll be right back.
Have you been told you have to live with your wound? There is hope at PAM Outpatient Wound Care. At PAM Outpatient Wound Care Clinic, you'll find the latest technology and the most committed and caring professionals dedicated to your wound healing. Our experienced wound healing experts and multidisciplinary team specialize in preventing amputation and preserving limbs.
I began hyperbarics here. I'm walking and have the leg, which is the best part.
Come see us at PAM Outpatient Wound Care, where healing starts here.
Which parents have all the right moves? Find out in 2 all-new back-to-back episodes.
You guys could look, do not touch.
The Parent Test, tonight on ABC.
After an extraordinary news-making year, thank you for making ABC's This Week America's #1 news and politics show on Sunday mornings.
Tired of your typical clock-in, clock-out job? You need a rewarding career in an entertaining environment that you'll enjoy. Take yourself out of the box and come to the Victoria Television Group. We have an active, fun, creative atmosphere that can help you succeed and keep those everyday work blues away. Come join our energetic and outgoing sales team. Renew your career and learn to use skills you didn't know you had. Call us 361-575-2500 or email opportunity@victoriatelevision.com for more information.
Are you ready to stop letting big business take your customers away? Phase 3 Digital is your #1 digital marketing resource to keep your customers shopping with you. With an office right here in the Crossroads and a team of support across the nation, we can help you wherever your business is in the online journey. From building a site to developing e-commerce capabilities to growing your customer base, we will drive results. It is time to take the next step in growing your business with Phase 3 Digital. Are you ready to take your customers back? Give us a call or visit us online to get started.
From the moment you wake up until it's time to go to sleep again, we know you have to wear many hats. When you're ready to be you again, the Y is here. 2023 is the year to take all that you've been given and turn it into something stronger, bigger, better. 2023 is the year of strength, accountability, and accomplishment. This year, be you. Be a member. Visit ymcagoldencrescent.org to schedule a tour today.
Aggressive drivers, they aren't just rude, they can be deadly. Don't be that guy.
Okay, so visibility getting taken down with our fog. Look at that, some spots getting taken down to a quarter of a mile or even less than that. So if you're encountering the fog, please do your best to drive safe and on the slow side. All right, so what happened? That cold front has pushed away, allowing for clouds to clear, skies to clear as high pressure moves in. Now that cool, dry air is pulling down from the north, then the heat's escaping in the atmosphere. So yeah, a chilly start, but with high pressure, we'll see lots of sunshine. We'll warm up very nicely, but just for a day, because another cold front comes in Thursday night into Friday. That's going to pull temperatures down even further. We could see temperatures dropping down potentially into the 40s and maybe even the 30s. High pressure then will slowly start to warm us up after the weekend. But okay, we've had a couple of days, or mornings, in the 70s. Now we're dropping into the 40s and 30s. So very much a shock to the system and on the chilly side. But again, we will start to see warmer days. We'll talk more about it coming up. Carolina?
And now for today's question of the day. How many pizza slices are eaten every second in the U.S.? Like us on Facebook, Crossroads Today. Post your guess to today's question. We'll have the answer later on Sunrise. A popular cleaning product being recalled. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaners may contain bacteria that could be harmful to people with weakened immune systems or underlying lung conditions. The bacteria can enter the body if inhaled or through the eyes or broken skin. Typically, healthy people aren't affected by the bacteria. The affected products were sold on Amazon and retail stores like Dollar General, Sam's Club, and Walmart. People can check to see about getting a refund or a replacement by contacting the Colgate Palmolive company. Netflix cracking down on password sharing in 4 countries. Wednesday, the streaming service announced it has launched its new approach to password sharing in Canada, New Zealand, Portugal, and Spain. First, Netflix says members will have to set up a primary location which will allow only those who live in that household to access their services. They say members can transfer profiles of those who don't live with them to a new paid account, or they can add them to their account as sub-accounts for an extra monthly fee. The company plans to roll out this new approach more broadly in the coming months. Netflix claims over 100 million households are sharing accounts, arguing this impacts their ability to invest in new television and films. Leading us to your viewer poll. Do you share your Netflix password? Let's take a look. Okay, 17% of you say yes, you do, and 83% of you say no, you do not. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote. You can also scan the QR code right there on your screen to take part. Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. A fundraiser now established for that Port Lavaca downtown fire loss from last week.
No one thought he would run. A computer salesman was supposed to report to prison to begin a 17-year sentence.
How do you evade capture for 25 years?
Now, join the global manhunt. Have you seen this man? Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Join us at First United Methodist Church Sunday mornings at 8:30 on KAVU TV. But if you're looking for a place to worship in person, we'd love to have you join us here at 8:30 and 10:40 in our sanctuary, or at 11 o'clock with Pastor Amanda in our Ignite Contemporary service. As society gets more and more back to normal, we hope that you'll join us for worship. We were made to worship in community. We pray together, sing together, share in Holy Communion together. Won't you come be the church with us at First United Methodist Church?
The Victoria Television Group is proud to honor our veterans, and we need your entries. Each month, we'll acknowledge a new veteran to salute. To submit, go to the Military Hero page on CrossroadsToday.com and help us recognize the deserving servicemen and women in our community.
I have been trying out for this show since I was 15 years old.
Never give up on your dream.
Best is yet to come.
You're going to Hollywood.
Are you ready? Best is yet to come.
Need weather around the clock? When the weather changes in the Crossroads, you need a reliable source. Visit Interactive Radar online for the latest conditions in the Crossroads area. CrossroadsToday.com. Weather at your fingertips.
And now for today's question of the day. Today we're asking how many pizza slices are eaten every second in the U.S. Okay, we have some guesses, Howie. Leticia is guessing 350. Zach Brown is guessing 43. Good morning, Zach Brown, but I imagine you should be probably going to bed. And Orlo says 10,000. Melanie is guessing 349. What about you, Howie? What are you guessing?
How many pizza slices are eaten every second in the U.S.?
Every second.
I'm going to say at least 100,000 slices.
100,000? Whoa.
100.
That's a lot of pizza. Okay, let's take a look. 350 slices. Leticia, you got it right.
Wow.
I guess one for almost every single day of the year, right? Just missing 6.
This is every second? Wait, huh?
Every second, yeah.
That's a good question. And 350 slices, all right. I'll go with that. That's a lot of pizza.
So thank you for taking part in our question of the day. We'll have one more for your Friday Fry-Yay tomorrow.
All right, thanks for playing. We'll see you soon.
A fundraiser now established for the Port Lavaca downtown fire loss last Thursday. The fire destroyed the home of Port Lavaca Mayor Jack Whitlow. The Something More Foundation has set up a fund to assist the mayor and other property owners in recovery. All funds received will go to the property owners affected. A separate fundraiser is being established to help with the funeral expenses of Brandon Wolf, who died in the fire. At least 4 people were hurt following a shooting in Arkansas Wednesday evening. Police responded to a shooting in Van Buren in the area of Henry Street. 4 people were hurt, including 1 suspect. They were all taken to a nearby hospital. No word on their conditions. No further information has been released. A possible tornado touchdown in Louisiana causing widespread damage. At least 2 mobile homes were overturned, injuring 3 people, 2 of whom were children and an older woman. Authorities say none of those injuries were life-threatening. A gas station in the area also sustained damage as the possible tornado moved north. There were also reports of downed trees in the area. Firefighters and first responders searched the village to make sure they didn't miss anyone that might have been hurt. The WNBA investigating the Las Vegas Aces over claims of discrimination. The league confirmed their formal probe Wednesday, saying they're looking into basketball player De'Erica Hamby's allegation made in a social media post last month. Hamby was traded to the LA Sparks. She accused the Aces of discriminating against her for getting pregnant. She also said they bullied and manipulated her, as well as attacked her character and work ethic. The Aces say they are aware of the situation and will assist the league with any information requested. And here's a look at some of the top headlines you'll read in this week's Port Lavaca Wave. A fire on East Main Street in Port Lavaca claims the life of 1 person on February the 2nd. Hunter Hadley, the boater, missing since January 27th after his boat struck a barge, was found Saturday evening at 5 p.m. And a mental health officer in Port Lavaca is helping those with mental illnesses as well as raising awareness of their struggles. You can read these stories and more at portlavacawave.com. And we want to invite you to download our Crossroads Today app. You can find it on your connected TV. Let's go ahead and turn to First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Howie Gordon.
Thanks, Carolina. We'll start off with our marine forecast. Here's what we have. Okay, bays are now smooth. Seas just 2 to 3 feet after being around 8 feet at times the last few days. So not too bad in the waterway. Either way, be safe out there. A chilly start, but look at that with light winds, sunny skies, temperatures warming into the 70s, and then for tonight dropping down to 42 with those winds picking up. That could be on the chilly side. Tomorrow only up to 57, sunny and cool. And then looking ahead, here is what we have. So temperatures dropping into the 50s by Friday and Saturday, but then warming up here we go. Later on in the week, look at that. Very nice weather, especially Super Bowl Sunday. Carolina.
Thank you, Howie, and thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Come to crossroadstoday.com for more local news, weather, and sport. Join us for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10. Don't forget, Valentine's is less than a week away.